AST Space Mobile, which is building the first and only space-based cellular broadband network accessible by smartphones, provided a huge investor update that sent the stock price lower by nearly 20%. The news was a combination of progress on its scheduled launch on September 12th and a financial update. So I'm going to share with you the details of this update, what investors didn't like, and what this could mean for shareholders. So let's take a look.
I want to thank the Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. Visit fool.com/Parkev for the 10 best stocks to buy now.
So the update that AST Space Mobile gave investors was that their upcoming satellite is targeted on or after September 12th, and it'll be launching from Cape Carnival, Florida. Also, over $155 million in proceeds are expected from its previously announced redemption of warrants, resulting in over $444 million of cash on a pro forma basis as of June 30th, 2024. So 2 bits of information here for AST Space Mobile investors to digest. Number 1, that they are scheduled to launch satellites targeted on or after September 12th from Cape Carnival. And then secondly, they're converting $155 million of warrants, or they're receiving $155 million in cash as a result of converting warrants into stocks, so redeeming warrants. And so now the company has $440 million in cash on hand as of June 30th. And let me talk about the financial aspects of this news first. All right, so one of the implications of warrants being converted into shares of stock is that it dilutes shareholders even more. And AST Space Mobile has been diluting shareholders significantly over the last few years. It started out with roughly 30 million shares outstanding, and that number has risen all the way up to 141 million shares outstanding as of the most recent update, which did not include the results of this news that the company provided investors. What this means for shareholders is when or if the company eventually becomes profitable on the bottom line, generating sustainable cash flows to support the growth of the business, there will be fewer earnings per share because there will be more shares outstanding. Remember, earnings per share equals net profit divided by the number of shares outstanding. So if you're increasing the denominator, the number of shares outstanding, that means there's going to be fewer earnings per share. Unless, of course, the company uses these proceeds to increase total net income, which is potentially possible. However, investors hope that the company can reach the increases in profitability without diluting shareholders. They hope for better growth in profitability or better progress towards cash flow and profitability with fewer needs for diluting shareholders. Now, this is a highly uncertain scenario, and it's never really sure how many shares they need to issue or how much money they need to borrow before they can get to a sustainable level. And this is true for all startups, all growth companies, where they're not always generating cash when they start. Few businesses start generating cash early. Some businesses take a very long time to generate cash on the bottom line. So now let's take a look at some of the operational aspects of the business. So the orbital launch update, the company says the first 5 commercial satellites called Bluebirds, each featuring the largest ever commercial communications arrays to be deployed in low Earth orbit, represent a significant milestone in AST Space Mobile's mission to bridge the digital divide and provide reliable cellular broadband service to billions worldwide. And there are millions, if not tens of millions, if not hundreds of millions of people that do not have consistent access to broadband worldwide. This will help support those people and offer broadband services, offer faster internet speeds to those individuals. The company is saying that this is a pivotal moment for AST Space Mobile as we bring our vision to enhance cellular connectivity globally with the support of partners and our team. The company says that they believe space-based broadband cellular connectivity will revolutionize how people connect, empowering communities and driving economic growth on a global scale. And the opportunity here is huge. The connection of all of these individuals to internet has broad implications, and investors are excited about this opportunity, to be sure. In fact, the analysts that are following AST Space Mobile stock, they expect its revenue will explode next year. In 2024, expectations are the company will finish the year with 94 million in revenue, but for next year, those expectations are to increase to 505 million in revenue, a jump of over 437% year over year. So investors are excited about the growth of AST Space Mobile stock. So why is the stock price down as much as it is? Trading down 17% now as of this recording, and it's primarily because of the financial news. The financial news is what has investors a little bit disappointed that the company needed to convert those warrants and potentially have increasing diluted shares outstanding, which in the longer term could have a downward impact on the company's earnings per share if or when it achieves profitability. So that's why investors were not happy with this update from AST Space Mobile. However, longer term, this company has a wide range of potential outcomes, and so small items like this, which might seem like small items if you were to have this kind of update for a company with not so volatile expectations or not such a wide range of potential expectations, then the stock price wouldn't move so much. But because this business has such a variety of potential outcomes, right? It could be really, really, really good. It could also be really, really, really bad. And there's a lot of outcomes. It's not a narrow scenario type of business here. And so as you get information, that information has implications on what outcome is likely to be achieved with AST Space Mobile. And so the stock price moves more violently than it would for a company that is not as uncertain in terms of the potential of outcomes. So I hope that explains a little bit for investors on why the stock price is falling and the update that caused the stock price to fall. Did you know that over 90% of the people that watch my channel are not subscribed? It'll really help support my channel if you hit that subscribe button. And oh, by the way, one of the benefits of being subscribed is that I take requests from subscribers more often than I do from non-subscribers. So if you prefer that benefit, please subscribe to the channel.